Hello, thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily, and the lipstick I'm wearing today is men's. It's organic, enriched with shea butter, jojoba oil, vitamin E, and other great ingredients. This is my lipstick brand, the Red Lipstick Hustler. You can get it on my website because he's like the hot flavor of the week right now. P. Diddy is. Thank you for hitting that like button. Please type who you are in the formally introduce myself to you, okay? Thank you. I am Queen Lily, and today we're talking about Donald Trump, Project 2025, and P. Diddy. As I stated, P. Diddy is like the hot topic right now, so we have to discuss him and his misery and his rocking it out in court today, and now he's in the prison cell in one of the worst jails ever. That's what P. Diddy is right now. So that's what we're talking about today, beautiful people. Thank you for hitting the like button. Please type your name in my chat so I can properly say hello to you. Introduce myself to you all because we are family in here. I'd like to welcome all you beautiful Kinky 20 in this situation. I don't feel sorry for P. Diddy. Connection is bad. What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Tia, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? My mic is on. Thank you for coming on my live. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please. That is weird. Okay. Hopefully it is better. Is it better? Let me know. Thank y'all for coming on my live. Today is talking about Donald Trump, Project 2025. And who else? P. Diddy. He's a hot topic right now. Let me know if you can hear me, please. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear my mic? Oh boy, it's not good. The screen is blurry. Oh, I'm gonna try something right quick. Is it blurry now? Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna try something else. What about now? Is it okay now? Is it still pixelated? Okay, thank you. Oh God, I was worried. I had 40-some people here. They left because it was acting up. Well, anyway, as I stated, I am Queen Lily, and today we're talking about Donald Trump and Project 2025 and what he has to do with it. And we will be talking about who? P. Diddy, because P. Diddy is the moment right now. He said he's a bad boy, so Satan showed him, I'm going to show you a bad boy. Okay. And what I said yesterday, the words we speak out our mouth carry power. He wanted to walk around here saying he a bad boy. Satan showed him he a bad boy. And now he's in jail. He's in jail because the crimes that he has done. He hasn't been found guilty yet, but today his attorney tried to get him out again, get a second bond hearing. And his second bond hearing, he was denied again. Diddy would not be getting out. He would stay in until he goes to where? Trial. I feel no sympathy for him. Yes, he's guilty. I feel no sympathy for him. And I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Then I'm going to get started talking about Project 2025. I try not to get too far off because I forget the subject sometimes. So I apologize, okay? Thank you for coming on my live. Please hit the like button. I am Queen Lily, and I'm grateful to have you in my chat, all you beautiful kings and queens. I thank you. But I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Let me read some of you. Thank you, Tia, for coming to my live. Thank you, Paradise Heaven. Thank you, Zubin. Thank you, Moneybag Milton. Thank you, Ant-Man. Thank you. Let me go down because I went up. Hold on. Thank you, Mr. D. Thank you, Lewis FML1. That's far as it's going right now. So I'm going to show y'all something that I found humorous, and y'all may not, but I do. Look at this picture, y'all. Who is that? They are one of a kind. They have the same personality. That's Mr. Donald Trump, our ex-president, and P. Diddy, walking around in their orange suits in the yard. That's what they call it in prison. They're out in the yard getting a little sunshine. I think they get, what, about 30 minutes or an hour outside, if that, maybe 15 minutes out on the yard. That was funny to me. So I'm going to show y'all something from Project 2025 and Donald Trump, okay? How y'all doing this evening? Thank you for coming to my live. Hit the like button. You are appreciated. You are valued. We are all kings and queens, and I love you all. Let's see here. Okay, I got to find it right quick. It's a video I want to show y'all. Just a moment. Because I be saving so many videos.
Agenda concentrates power solely in the hands of the president.
Cutting Social Security benefits, cuts to Medicare, higher taxes for working class Americans. Project 2025 is a threat to middle class families.
Trump's Project 2025 agenda concentrates power solely in the hands of the president.
Cutting Social Security benefits, cuts to Medicare, higher taxes for working class Americans. Project 2025 is a threat to middle class families.
Trump's Project 2025 agenda.
As much as Trump wants to separate himself from Project 2025, he's not going to be able to do it. And I know that he wants to label it as Agenda 47 to not have his attachment to Project 2025. But we all know that his boy, his VP pick, JD Vance, is the one that wrote the forwarding for Project 2025. And he has plans of cutting the Veterans Fund, school funding, healthcare funding, housing funding. And what really bothered me the most is cutting the funds for K through 12. Our kids are having a hard time enough not getting their education from other things, and then the teachers not getting fair pay. I think teachers should make what doctors make. That's just my opinion. Some of y'all gonna think I'm wrong, but I think teachers should make what doctors make. And now with Project 2025, they're saying, the Republicans saying, that the teachers need to start carrying weapons to protect the kids in the school. That's not a teacher's job. That is not what she went to school for. She got her education to teach those beautiful children. That's what she has an education for. It is bad enough. We can see now what's going on with weapons in school, and children and teachers are being unalived. So that is not a good thing to do. So with the Republicans, MAGA, stating that, I think is wrong. You should not expect these teachers to have to teach our beautiful children and be the police. We need to have more police on the school property. They need to have metal detectors, because here in Atlanta at Phipps Plaza, they have metal detectors, and they have police all over the Phipps Plaza Mall here in Atlanta, in Buckhead. So with schools, it's just my opinion, they need to have metal detectors. They need to have more police officers on the properties. Teachers do not need to worry about being the police on the schools. So Republicans, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't agree with that. For its Project 2025, taken away from the veterans, it's not right, because the veterans are suffering already. They're having a hard time with the health care, getting a funding. We have a lot of homeless veterans here, especially in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, so I can only speak for where, I live, but I'm sure in other states and cities, there's homeless people. So that's not going to work for us. It can't work. And I know y'all love Donald Trump. I have love for everyone as well, but I do not agree with his policies. No matter how much he wants to separate from Project 2025, he can't remove the image of him on the plane with the man that's actually over Project 2025, the book. He just can't. So that's something that really affects me. I don't know if it affects you all, but it's something I just can't agree with.
Project 2025 agenda concentrates power solely in the hands of the president.
Cutting Social Security benefits, cuts to Medicare, higher taxes for working class Americans. Project 2025 is a threat to middle class families.
Trump's Project 2025 agenda concentrates power solely in the hands of the president.
Cutting Social Security benefits, cuts to Medicare, higher taxes.
And what we have to realize too, everything is just not on Trump. He has people that he has to speak to. Those that are pushing him and that are supplying the money for him to get out and do what he needs to do, his rallies and his to pay people, such as he paid his wife almost $300,000 to say just a couple of words, and she don't even speak great English. So Trump has someone he has to speak, answer to as well. And when he was in the White House, he wasn't running the White House. It was actually MAGA Republicans running the White House. Thank you, TMG. I'm going to shout some more of you out. TMG, thank you for coming to my live. Journey Soup, thank you for coming to my live. SL, thank you for coming to my live. Arcadia, thank you for coming to my live. UL, thank you for coming to my live. Sean, thank you for coming to my live. Jay Parjuru, thank you for coming to my live. Hugs to you too. Thank you so much. A lot of hugs to y'all. Chris, thank you for coming to my live. SL, thank you for coming to my live. NW Bless, thank you for coming to my live. RC Film, thank you for coming to my live. Sloth, thank you for coming to my live. Franklin Shelton, thank you for coming to my live. Darren Miller, thank you for coming to my live. Smack White, thank you for coming to my live. Pilot, thank you for coming to my live. Self, thank you for coming to my live. Okay, I think that's everybody. If I have not said thank you, I wanted to say thank you all. I appreciate every last one of y'all for coming to my live. But I don't know how y'all feel about Project 2025, but it is not to benefit us at all. It's going to affect the middle class and the poor, which the poor is suffering already. It really breaks my heart when I see veterans on the road begging for money. They have nowhere to live. They fought for this country. They should not have to be homeless. I don't care. They need to have, like here in Atlanta, they have shut down a lot of the shelters here for the homeless, but they building up all kind of apartment homes and everything, but they will not provide for the veterans. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. And I know it's happening in other states, not just in my city and in my state of Georgia, which Atlanta is a great place to live, but it's so many homeless veterans, and it really breaks my heart. My daughter is a veteran, and she had to fight for a lot of things, her benefits. And I think that's crazy. I feel like if you come out of the military, you did the time that you're supposed to do, you should be able to get the benefits that you're supposed to get without having to go fight and get a lawyer to get your benefits. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to read a little bit of your comments, and then we're going to watch the video as well. Okay, a lot of you all don't know the judicial system. This is what Kay says. A lot of you all don't know the judicial system, and it shows. She was VP. Do you know what are in the powers of a VP? The VP is she comes in and sometimes have to break and do the last vote with Congress. So she's the president over the senators and whatever, Congress. Joe Biden is the actual president. So when people are coming down on Kamala Harris, she's not actually making a lot of the decisions. And believe it or not, Congress runs a lot because a lot of things Joe Biden nor Obama could not pass. Why? Because Congress. And as you remember, during the debate, Donald Trump stated that she would never get anything approved because of the Republicans. He has the control over them. Whether Donald Trump is in that Oval Office or not, he has control over the Republicans because it's nothing but a cult now, mega. True, today a lot of the Republicans are endorsing Kamala Harris from the, Congress, but Donald Trump runs a lot and he's not in that White House. I mean, he got power in there, and I hate to say it. Donald Trump has power in that White House and he's not even in there in the Oval Office because Congress makes a lot of the decisions. He is controlling the Republican side of Congress. So it is hard for President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris, to get a lot done because Donald Trump is still running things. But I pray that Kamala Harris does win. I know she's not a lot of y'all candidate, and I respect that you all love and care about Donald Trump and you believe in his policies, and I respect that. What I state about Donald Trump has nothing to do with you personally. It is just my opinion as a YouTuber. I'm stating my opinion. But it's pretty hard for, the Democrats to get a lot done when the Republicans are going to stick to, they're not going to agree with anything, whether it hurts the American people or not. Republicans are not going to agree to anything that's going to benefit Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Why? Because Donald Trump told them not to do it. Diddy was a Democrat, that's true, but I think he was gonna vote for Donald Trump this time. I could be wrong. Diddy believes in that the Democrat has to earn his vote, so he might as well be a Republican. Trump was paving himself to go. This is UL Adams. Trump was paying himself to go on vacations in Mar-a-Lago while he was in office. That is a fact, you guys. Don't get mad at me, the messenger. It is true. That's true. SL said, believing Kamala is like you have no life anyways. I have a life. I'm sitting here before you on the screen. I have a life. I love you all. So I am for Kamala Harris and you for Trump, and I respect that. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much, Dragsville. He said, I have nice eyebrows. Thank you. They give me a hard time on here about my eyebrows. They tell me I look like a trans. I'm female, born with a vagina. They didn't have to split a penis. Sorry. I'm a woman. There's nothing wrong with people being trans. I respect everybody's wishes. But I was born a female. I have a daughter. She came from my vajayjay. Thank you. You made me feel better because they be wearing me out about my eyebrows on here. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you, Kay. The screen moves fast, so don't think I'm not trying to read some of y'all things. It moves fast. I don't know if it's moving fast on your end, but it's moving fast on my end. You have a great night too, Darren Miller. RC Film said, don't even why I'm watching this. Okay, well, if you don't want to watch it, I can respect that. You're welcome to lead a chat, okay? Smack White says, so you think Joe is making the decisions? Joe is making the decisions, but I will be honest. This is my opinion. It does not mean this is fact what is happening. We all know Joe is aging. So Kamala is probably having to do a lot more than what the VP actually does. But again, Congress makes the decisions, believe it or not, you all. That's why Joe and Kamala couldn't get a lot done, because Donald Trump he's running the Republican Party and he is not in the Oval Office. But he has that much power over the Republicans, Donald Trump, such as Ted Cruz, who's losing. He's going to lose in Texas because him and that guy, I can't remember his name, that's running against him. They both are at 41%. I believe that's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. So Ted Cruz and a lot more of them are being puppets of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is pulling the strings. They're puppets to him. So that's what's going on in the White House. Why are there? I don't agree with it. I'm going to read this, and do not get offended, anyone. Okay. Everybody are entitled to their opinion. Chris said, why are they allowing men and women's sports? I do not like it. It disgusts me that they're doing that, and it's not right. I don't care if you decide to get S change or whatever. I'm happy for you, but you should not be allowed to play women's sports. No, it's not right. It's not right. It's not fair at all, Chris. I agree with you. I don't like that. Okay, Chris said, what has Kamala and Biden done to help the economy and make us more safe these last 4 years. Okay, to make you safe, I think you're talking about the good old border, Chris. Well, your good Donald Trump, your candidate, if that is your candidate, he is pulling strings and he's not in the Oval Office. So he told your good Republicans that are mega strong, they mega strong. He told them to not let the bill pass. He crashed it. He blocked it with his Republicans, the MAGA Republicans. So that's why it never happened. So our border is not as secure because Congress, the Republican Party, would not agree and come to the decision with the Democrats, Kamala Harris, and them. They would not. So that's why it didn't come through. It didn't go through. Is Obama not still pulling the strings, in your opinion? I don't think he's running the White House. They just have some of the same policies. That's just my opinion, okay? A Motown Mitch said he wants some of what I'm on. Well, I'm on my red lipstick. It's organic. Oh, oh, yeah. Made with shea butter, jojoba oil, and vitamin E. The Red Lipstick Hustle lipstick line. Check out my community page and you can get the information there. That's what I'm high on. Red lipstick, red is a power color. It's a love color. So that's what I'm high on. This red lipstick of mine, which is romance. The particular shade is romance. That's what it is, baby. So that's what I'm high on. Diddy, what is it? Diddy D or something? Do you recognize or acknowledge the lies Kamala told during the debate? She told one lie. Donald Trump told 4 lies. Okay, he told 34 lies. Kamala told 1 lie. They showed the record of the percentage. And Donald Trump, he told 34 lies. He lies all the time. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. He word vomits. Yeah, you can look it up, Chris. Kamala told 1 lie. Donald Trump told 34 lies. Amphib D12 said Trump is a loser. You're entitled to your opinion, and I think he'll lose it too. But hey, these people in here, they love Donald Trump, and I'm going to respect they love Donald Trump. Okay? Jay Brandy said, I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. I'm a pretty woman. So I guess I'll be out of my mind. And you over here watching, so you think something of me because you stand in my chat, baby. And you watching these beautiful red lips and these pretty white teeth. So I like you. You don't have to like me. God bless you. Kay said, look it up. Jimmy Gomez, TDS is strong with this one. Motown Mitch, like the Indian, black woman. Miss Hills up Harris herself. I don't know what you mean by that, but she's half Indian and half black. Okay. Tell me okay. Moosh Kojo. It went too fast. I'm sorry. Chris, Kamala said abortion is not up until birth. It is, though. I don't think she said that. I did not hear her say that. I can't agree with you because I did not hear her say that. Donald Trump made the statement that they were unaliving the babies after birth. And she said that was not true, which is not true. You can't do that. You go to jail. Okay. Diddy no, I'd rather deal with Donald Trump for president than Diddy. Diddy can't be president. Donald Trump and Diddy have the same personality. They are both malignant narcissists. Yeah, they think they can't do no wrong. They think whatever they do wrong, they right all the time. That's who Donald Trump and P. Diddy, those two are the same people. They mirror each other. I don't live in Virginia, so I don't know. I apologize, Jimmy Gomez. I don't live in Virginia. Tia, do me a favor. Remove Kay from my chat because I'm on here being nice, and I always say this: respect and kindness go a long way. I'm not on here saying anything about you, Kay, that's rude and ugly because that's not in me. But I can go there. I can get to your level and go down in your shoes and push you down on the pavement where you bust your head wide open but I want to be nice today. I feel pretty and beautiful with my red lips. So get rid of K. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all for coming to my live. Every last one of y'all are beautiful kings and queens. Please hit that like button. We're going to watch a video right quick, and I appreciate you all, okay? Hold on. So we're going to watch this video right quick, okay?
These seats. I know, right? Thank you. Game time. Easiest way to find only the best deals on the best seats.
So Michael Popok, Legal Layoff. We've got two major developments in polling just today on National Voter Registration Day, all in favor of Kamala Harris and against Donald Trump. And these results matter. These are post-debate, now plus 1 week out from the debate. And now Kamala Harris is showing a national plus six-point lead over Donald Trump in national polling, 51 to 45. She has crossed that mythical threshold of 5 points or more, which will mean that she's also leading in all the battleground states as a result. What is driving the new numbers coming out of Morning Consult poll? She's doing exceedingly well, and they're dragging the wagon of Biden 2020 voters. And we know that Biden won by, a lot more votes than Donald Trump. Liberals, women, 18 to 34s, and millennials are all driving, along with the Black vote, the Black American vote, and the Hispanic vote. She's getting all and coalescing and consolidating all of the constituent parts of the Democratic Party that leads to victory. It's a broad party. As long as you get them off the couch and active and motivated for you with momentum and enthusiasm.
Someone just said, Bob Cox just stated, he said that Kamala wants to pardon Diddy. Honey, that is not true. You have not heard that. If anything, he stand a better chance if Trump gets in office, because Trump always pardons criminals. Look at Kodak Black with his little ugly self, looking like a gremlin. Trump pardoned Kodak Black, and all those people that he pardoned were criminals. They were all in prison. So Kamala will not. She's a prosecutor. It will not happen. Do not lie on her. Don't do that. If anything, the person with the same personality as Diddy is Donald Trump. He will be the one to pardon Diddy. And I pray no one pardons Diddy, because he needs to stay in prison. Sorry.
As of what she is doing, along with Tim Walz, you win. And you have many different paths to winning if you're a Democrat right now, because many of the states are competitive. It's not just that she's up 6 points. And some people might be thinking, but Popok, we're a electoral college country. We go state by state. I've always been told there's 7 battleground states in play, and that's who's going to decide the election. And it may even come down to 50,000 or 100,000 votes or less out of all the votes cast, out of hundreds of millions of votes cast. That is true. But statistical analysis and election experts and political scientists.
We're going to talk about Diddy in a moment, okay?
4 or 5, now 6
Queen Zuri, we're going to talk about Diddy, okay?
States, and you're ahead there as well. Let's look at
Diddy
Florida,
is toasted.
Depending upon which bias was part of the corporate media coverage, you might have heard she's down in Florida. Nate Silver says she can't win Florida. She's more likely to win Alaska than Florida. I don't know about all that, Nate. Here's what I know from having lived in Florida for 20 years, watching it go from blue to purple and then red, and now move back to purpley blue, is that in recent polling after the debate, Kamala Harris has closed the gap in a tightening race in Florida, headed by Ron DeSantis and Tim Scott before him, to 2 points, which is within the margin of error, meaning it is a toss-up. And even if she doesn't win Florida, and she does not have to win Florida to win the election, she's got 4 different combinations of electoral map states to win the presidency and get to 270 electoral votes. He has like one path. He's got to run the table, and Florida is part of his running the table. But the fact that she's now within the margin of error so late in the game, we're only 40-something days away from the election. This is more like a UK.
Please hit the like button.
Do this in 50 days or less, and we're going to pick a prime minister. That kind of thing. I used to think that was crazy. I kind of like it. I like the energy that's been generated by the momentum of the time, the velocity of just the calendar combined with her personality, her leadership skills, and she is running a masterful, flawless campaign against, right, Donald Trump, who's entered his dotage. He's the doddering a person who's pushing 80, can barely put a sentence together, right? No attack on 80-year-olds. There's plenty of 80-year-olds, including the president of the United States, who can put a sentence together and are doing just fine. We're just not watching this example of it with Donald Trump. Florida tightening means Donald Trump has to spend money, resources he doesn't have. Remember, his war chest is 1/4 of what Kamala Harris, the Democrats, have. She raises money at 3 and 4 times the amount of Donald Trump. So he has less money, and he also doesn't have a ground game. What's his ground game? JD Vance saying crazy shit at various campaign stops that then Donald Trump and the campaign have to walk back, and it becomes about JD Vance, what crazy crap JD Vance said today. That should not be, okay? That should not be your campaign strategy. He says something stupid, and then you got to clean up after it. You got to clean up behind the elephant as a campaign for the next 3 days. And then JD Vance goes to the next town. He's like a circus with elephants that craps in that city. And then there's a crew of campaign workers that have to clean up behind him. That can't be your campaign strategy. So they don't have proxies that are not recognized as being right-wing nuts, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and Laura Loomer and all the alt-right social media posters like DC Drano. The fact that you got a guy named DC Drano on your campaign payroll tells you all you need to know about the chances of this campaign succeeding. I know as well as the next guy.
Thank you, Tia.
Is important, but your schedule is busy. You don't have time to go to a doctor's office to get treated for ED. Through HIMSS, you can get a personalized ED treatment without stepping foot out.
Okay, that's a little bit too much talking about ED. We ain't here to talk about ED. So I see in the chat that y'all are ready to talk about P. Diddy. So he was just giving y'all the info of what's going on with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. And it's true, she doesn't necessarily have to win Florida. And that's what Donald Trump resigns in Florida. She could still take North Carolina and Pennsylvania. You know. So she don't necessarily need Florida. It'd be great to get Florida. I would love her to get Florida because right now, a lot of the Republicans in Florida are for Kamala Harris. They were for Donald Trump. They are Republicans that are supporting, endorsing Kamala Harris. A vast majority of them are, you all, and that's a fact. I'm not trying to tell you anything wrong. It's true. So we're going to slide over from the two people. These are twins to me. I think Donald Trump and P. Diddy are twins. And have y'all seen them two beautiful twins that were born? One of them is white, one of them is black. It's true. It's twins that came out. One is black, one is white. And they're beautiful. I think they actually live here in Atlanta. But to me, they mirror each other. Donald Trump and P. Diddy. They are the same person to me. Their energy is the same. They both are malignant narcissists. And they're both criminals. Diddy now is sitting in a jail, in one of the worst jails in New York City. He had a second bond hearing today, but he did not get his release. He is still sitting in jail. They even sent him to a very bad jail that's not well kept, where there's some really bad criminals. So we're going to talk about Diddy now. Is that okay with y'all? Tell me in the chat if you're ready to talk about Diddy. Are y'all ready to talk about Diddy? Please let me know. I'm going to read some of, okay, Thick Pasta 67 said, free Diddy. No, let Diddy stay where he is. He's a very bad guy. He wanted to say he's bad boy, so Satan showed him. I'm going to show you who the bad boy is. You put that out in the atmosphere, Satan will let you be a bad boy. Okay. This is not AI, Dr. Love Green. I am not AI. I am a real person sitting here talking to you all. I'm definitely a real human. Somebody said free Diddy again. Diddy ain't getting out. I hate to inform you of that, but Diddy will not be getting out. He needs to be locked up. He needs to stay in there. That judge knows exactly what she's doing. Diddy needs to stay in there. Yes, he's been messing with the youth as well. Diddy took advantage of women, men, in the youth. So he needs to stay in there. There's no chance he's getting out. I'm going to find a video for y'all that's talking about it, okay? But he's not getting out. I'm sorry to inform you, he's not getting out. Also, his attorney tried to blame Cassie, one of his victims, that we actually saw the video. He beat her, stumped her, drug her by her hair. She is going to be one of the witnesses. And his attorney said that it's Cassie's fault because Diddy was in love with her and she was cheating on him. You wasn't in love with her. You was pimping her out. So you was not in love with her. Stop it, you liar. Diddy's a liar. Him and Trump are the same people. They mirror each other. Sorry, not sorry.
Inside your door.
I'm going to find this video I want y'all to watch. Wait one moment, okay?
Access.
We're going to see this about Diddy with his disgusting butt. This is Tisa Tales. Give her a sub to her. Give her one of your, subscribe to her channel. Hold on.
Diddy is crying about being in jail.
This is Tisa Tales. Please subscribe to her channel. She is amazing and she's beautiful.
He's scared. He's in danger. Y'all, we gotta talk about this because Diddy hasn't even been in jail for 24 hours. And his lawyer and Diddy are whining and saying he can't go on. Let's take a deep look into Diddy, how his lawyer described it, his personal hell, his worst nightmare. Baby, you cannot call something your personal hell when it is the natural consequences of your actions. Y'all, let's get into this because I find it hard to believe that the man that made Making of the Band, that literally harassed everybody, was an absolute
I love
terror.
Tisa Tales.
People walk across in the middle of the night from Harlem down to the Brooklyn Bridge to get a piece of cheesecake. You are now complaining about all the things you have to do, how bad the food is. It's not fresh. And on top of that, you got to mop floors. Diddy, you have not even been there for 24 hours. Actually, that's true. You haven't even been in that piece for 24 hours. What are you talking about? Yo, let's get into this because you just can't make it up. Also, if you guys want a little bit more insight into the Diddy stuff, I did a special exclusive live with Little Rod. He is the man that is suing Diddy. He is also the person, if you read this federal lawsuit, they have taken whole portions of Little Rod's lawsuit.
Thank you for coming on my live. Please hit the like button. You are valued. You are appreciated. We are all kings and queens in here, okay? Thank you.
Little Rod, I know he's sitting there talking about money.
Hit the like button.
Let's get into this, right? Diddy is saying that his life behind bars is horrible. They're saying that keep everything down from his menu to what he has to do in jail is a travesty. Hold on really quick. Let me pull this up.
Give her a moment. She's coming back. Tisa Tales is an amazing YouTuber. She has, I think, 500,000, if I'm not mistaken, subs. She is great. Y'all need to subscribe to her channel. I love her channel. I only show you guys channels that I love to watch. You say you love Diddy. Bless your soul. Ooh, thick pasta 67. You love Diddy. Okay. Well, pray he get out, which he's never getting out. He's locked up. Let's see. I'm going to fast forward it.
Has been troubled with bloody fights, food contamination, murder, and unaliving. So it sounds like a typical day.
I love Jesus too, Dan.
Outside of food contamination, because if you hear Little Rod and a bunch of people tell it, Diddy didn't beat anybody. But let's continue. The Met Detention Center became the main prison in New York when its sister jail in Manhattan was closed in 2021 for 4 conditions. This is the same one that convicted offender Jeffrey Epstein was found deceased in a Manhattan jail cell of an apparent unaliving in 2019. Let's see. Oh, also, there was an inmate.
Thank you for coming on my live. Please hit the like button. Thank you.
Staying in a fight, called the facility an overcrowded, understaffed, and neglected federal jail that is hell on earth. Again, I'm sorry to that man that was unalived in prison. I am saying Diddy And I don't know what this lawyer's trying to do to point this out. We still don't care. If he had pointed this out a year ago when Diddy was still beloved, maybe. But right now, listen, they're saying that, listen, so his attorney pleaded with the judge to release him, arguing that the conditions at the Brooklyn prison were horrific. Listen, at the end of the day, they also said that Diddy feels some type of way that he is being reduced to slave labor. He must be woken up, right? He must be woken up at 6 a.m. in the morning. He then is forced to make his bed. He then may be forced to mop his floor or do some type of labor in jail.
Diddy, this is not the Four Seasons. He wants special treatment. When you get locked up, you're not getting special treatment. This is not the Four Seasons. It's not. This is not the Mar-a-Lago. It's not, Diddy. You are in jail for what you have done. You're not going to get special treatment. How do y'all feel about that? While he's locked up, he's complaining about getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That it's horrific. Of course, jail is horrific. No one wants to go there, but you did the crime. You got to do the time, Diddy Bop. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. It's that simple. So Diddy wants to be treated special while he's locked up. It ain't happening. We're going to get back to the video.
Again, you literally treated the kids on making of the band 10 times worse. So again, I'm really trying to see where we should feel sorry for him. They're also saying that Diddy finds the food and the menu inedible. Get this. They said his prison menu has been revealed. Breakfast and dinner menu.
Rabbit SFX, you're right. I'm more concerned, about the people defending us ex-trafficker like y'all just admitted some SHIT. I understand that. I would not be supporting Diddy. And a lot of people are like, well, he's a black man, so why are you doing it? Girl, I don't care if he's black, white, purple, green. Diddy did the crime. He needs to do the time. He abused people and there's different forms of abuse that he put on those people. They endured a lot of pain because of P. Diddy. So you did the crime. You gotta do the time, puppy.
Bill, he's eating chili, scrambled eggs, pizza, and more food items. They said Diddy won't be enjoying fine dining anytime soon. I will have to get used to cereal for breakfast and beef tacos for dinner. And it still sounds better than when he was eating Little Rod in them. In Texas and saying the menu for.
I really need.
Hold on, y'all.
Look, make you do.
It really trips me out when rich people get in trouble for their crimes. They want to be treated like kings and queens. We are kings and queens in this chair. That's what we are. But Diddy is not a king. I don't care if his son called himself King Combs. I watched the video of his children leaving, the court, hearing today. Honey, I feel no sympathy for them. Those are grown children. And King Combs, they think he's a king. They look just like Diddy, his son. He's in trouble too for SA. I have no sympathy for P. Diddy, nor his sons. I feel sorry for those daughters because their father has disappointed them and let them down. Every girl needs their father. And it's sad enough that their mother was taken away and their father just may have something to do with it. Hey, Universal Tea with Marie, I love you, girl. Yes, I got my red lipstick on. I got on my lipstick. This is Romance. This is what Marcella wears sometimes, but most times she wears the Queen Collection number 14. But this is Romance I have on for my lipstick collection. Diddy gonna have to accept you did the crime. You gonna do the time. Point blank. I have no sympathy for Diddy Bop because he was out there bopping around making people do things they don't want to do. So now you get to see what it's like to be made to do something you don't want to do. You took advantage and made them do things that was horrible, just like R. Kelly. Yes, like R. Kelly. So Diddy, you're going to suffer. What you put out in this world, you will get back. So y'all think about that. What we put out, it's a boomerang. Life is a boomerang. So Diddy, supper. Back to the video.
Salisbury steak, turkey roast, pasta, beef, and broccoli, or chicken fried rice for dinner. On the weekend, Diddy will be served cheese pizza with spinach. Yeah.
Spinach is
Again,
good.
what is going on? Diddy also says that he finds the conditions, well, people are saying that he finds the conditions to be subhuman. He doesn't like the fact that everything about him is going to be dictated from even who he can associate with. Apparently, because Diddy actually feels like he might be in danger, they're saying that Diddy is going to be isolated from the general population to make sure nothing happens to him. Again, this is something. This is something that I will say. This is something that I will say. I don't know how I feel about this. Again, I don't think that people should be treated subhuman. I find it odd that Diddy hasn't even been there for 24 hours, and he's complaining about how small his jail cell is. He's complaining about whether he's in solitary confinement. He's complaining about he doesn't get time for the. And again, do we know Diddy's actually saying that? No, but it looks like his lawyer and people close to his lawyer that are hiding themselves as sources are saying this. Again, waking up at 6 a.m., sweeping the jail cell, making your cot. Okay, fine, Mr. King of New York, you can't sleep in anymore. But what Diddy really needs to worry about is where is he going to get rid of the Tootsie Shapes? Because again, according to his lawyer, he's been using for a while. He thinks that his detox, rehab, getting clean, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be his biggest concern. I don't know. It might just be me, but even now, what do you think? What do y'all think? I don't know. Diddy, I don't even think he's.
Please hit the like button. Beautiful queens and kings, hit that like button, please. And if you like, it'll be a blessing if you subscribe.
The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD.
Uh-oh. What happened? I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, y'all. I didn't realize I hit the wrong thing. Hold on, please. Wait a minute. Let's see what this about, because this said Cassie receipts. Let's see what this about, y'all.
Official. Diddy has been denied a second time to get a bond.
Let's see what this about.
He will be remaining in jail until his trial, and we don't know when that will start. That can take months or it can take years. As we know, they are still building the case. And as I reported, that Hollywood is terrified because TMZ, everyone is reporting that other people are going to fall, other executives, other people in Hollywood, the music industry are tied to Diddy. We all know that. And what's important with this is that Diddy tried to get bail by offering so many things, but the biggest thing was $50 million he tried to use as collateral so that he can get bail. I read to you in a live stream the actual detention letter and why they said he needed to stay in. In this video, I'm going to give you details about what happened in the court, and I have text messages that Diddy actually sent. Okay, he actually sent. There's some details. There's some evidence, new evidence.
Hit the like button, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, as well as I have some transcript of what was said in this bail hearing. So you're going to hear what the judge had to say, what the lawyers had to say, and a few of those details. But now I'm going to give you kind of like the broad stroke of what happened, and then we'll get into the little nitty gritty that I know you guys want to know about. Make sure that you are subscribed and hit the notification bell because you're not going to want to miss any of my updates. And I actually have some of this information from a reporter friend of mine. So let's get into it. Sean Diddy Combs will remain in jail while awaiting his federal trial on trafficking and racketeering charges. A federal judge ruled on Wednesday after a bail hearing. For the second time this week, the rapper and music mogul appeared in a New York City courthouse to propose a $50 million bail package in an effort to avoid serving months in the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center. Guys, the Metropolitan Detention Center, that's where R. Kelly had been held. I think Ghislaine Epstein's friend, I think you can't say their whole names. It's something weird. Someone told me. So she was held there. It is problems with rats, maggots in the food, all of that. So I'm going to bring you that video of how he has gone from riches to rags. Normally it's rags to riches. Well, brother is from riches to rags in one of the worst detention centers in the country in Brooklyn, New York. Combs' lawyers told the judge that Combs was not a flight risk nor dangerous, despite prosecutors saying differently. His lawyers said they revoked Combs' passport months ago and highlighted his charitable work in an attempt to convince the judge, boy, stop playing in our face. Charitable work. Okay. What? That's just crazy. But District Court Judge Andrew Carter was unconvinced and denied Combs' wish. So this is the second judge. The first was a magistrate judge yesterday, and this is the actual judge that will be presiding over the case now. Because when you appeal what a judge has ruled, it goes to another judge or a panel or something like that. So it actually went to the actual judge for the case. Judge Carter said there is no condition or set of conditions that would ensure the safety of the community or that Combs will not contact witnesses. The bail hearing occurred approximately 24 hours after Combs pleaded not guilty to the racketeering, trafficking, and transportation to engage in, selling box, we'll say.
Please hit the like button.
Agnifilo, a lawyer for Combs, has insisted that his client is an innocent man with nothing to hide and told reporters they were prepared to fight the charges. Okay. His lawyer is actually very good. There is an interview that he did, and I actually want to play it. He's worth every dollar. I mean, he wasn't worth it with this, because I think there's nothing that can get him out, could have got Diddy out. But this lawyer, he is good at the gift of gab, and I want to see how a jury would respond to him, because he is worth his dollar. When you guys see this interview.
This live is about Donald Trump and P. Diddy. She's talking about his attorney, that he has a gift of gab. I don't think his attorney has a gift of gab because he's still locked up. He couldn't convince the judge to let P. Diddy out. This was his second bond hearing, and he was not released today. He would not be getting out. He would sit in that cell until it's time for his trial. And that could be 2 years from now, because, for example, it's somebody sitting here in Cobb County, been in there 2 years for RICO, and his trial has not come up. Diddy is so used to running things, he's not used to being told what to do. So it is affecting him. Well, boo-hoo, Diddy. We feel no sympathy for you. You did the crimes. You must do the time. I have no sympathy for him. I'm going to read some of your comments. Teal said, please be respectful on the Queen's Live or the Red Bull will block you. Hey, I'm a queen, but I tilt that crown. I ain't going to drop it. I tilt my crown just a moment to come down to your level and whip your tail, because I will mollywop you if you're going to be ugly. But y'all are queens and kings. There's no reason to be ugly. We have high prestige. We're beautiful people inside and out. We love God. We're going to act like it. Universal T says, hi, Tia. Somebody, who's this 2K Slum, say everybody's going to perish. No, we're not. We're going to be fine. We're going to keep living till God is ready to take us up out of here. And I pray it's no time soon. Ant-Man Tony said, Diddy is done. Toast. More than 90% of the individuals who are prosecuted in federal court are convicted. Amen. He's done. Finito. Diddy is going to be Diddy bopping up in there on top of somebody. They're going to be Diddy bopping on him because he's already programmed. He's been out here Diddy bopping and take advantage of, of men, women, and the youth. So, hey, what do we expect? He better stop complaining, because what'll happen, he's going to make those officers mad, and they will get you. They got a ways of manipulating people that's in there to do their dirty work. So he better stop complaining. But if they got him by himself, they need to keep him on watch, which I feel no sympathy for him. I don't care what he do to himself. I honestly don't. I am an SA victim, so I do not feel sorry for people that abuse people. I just simply don't. I have zero sympathy for P. Diddy. None at all. Thank you, you know who. Thank you. University. Thank you, Queen. Um, let's see. I'm gonna read some more of these comments. Dan Barron said, "There's a lot of sick people in this world with no moral compass, and P. Diddy is definitely one." Mm-hmm. Audie Riley, Dan, exactly. I don't know what he's talking about, but okay. Dan Barron, honestly, he'll be lucky if he doesn't get Epstein. Because like the the person that's over the case, he said yesterday there will be more charges coming, and he did not do all this by himself. So that tells me that he's gonna be talking to try to save himself. I don't know if he's gonna cut a deal. I don't even know if they're gonna give Diddy a deal. But what I do know, he needs to be punished in the highest form of being punished in jail, prison, whatever. Whatever the law gonna do, make it happen. He needs to feel the pain that he inflicted on those victims. He needs to feel the pain of what he has done to Kim Porter. They need to open that case back up. That's something that was really on my mind all day about Kim Porter, because those children need to know what really happened to their mother. Their mother should be right now, she's in her grave turning over, because her children now, they have lost their mother. Their father is locked up, which I have no sympathy for Diddy being locked up, none whatsoever. He did the crime. He must do the time. So those children, they are really affecting those young girls. Oh my God, they lost their mother, their father locked up. All I can do is pray for them and wish the best and that they be strong, because I lost my parents very young. My mother, she died when I was 5, but I never knew her. She left when I was a baby. My father died when I was 12. So I've been on my own since then. So I had to be strong at such a young age, much younger than what the twins are. So all I can do is pray that they have strength and they continue going, and they have the strength that their mother had, and they just continue going. That's what I could give to those girls. But Diddy is not getting away with this, y'all. It ain't happening. I'm sorry. If anybody's on here parading and celebrating Diddy, Diddy's not getting off at all. Like I said, him and Donald Trump has the same personality. When you're looking at Diddy, you're looking at Donald Trump. I already made that statement to y'all. So, hey, it is what it is. Today, we have been talking about Donald Trump and P. Diddy. It can't get no worse than these two. They are both criminals. Donald Trump has 34 felonies, and P. Diddy is sitting right now in a jail cell in one of the worst jails in New York. He better hope they don't send him to Rikers Island, because then he really would be complaining. What you think? You're going to get nice cushion beds and the Four Seasons and the W kind of hotel stay? No, Diddy, you in jail. You're not getting it. You better hope they let you go outside sometime, because this one particular prisoner that's in jail, criminal, here in Atlanta, they talk about here on YouTube. I'm not going to mention his name because I got a problem with his attorney that I'm going to get taken care of. But anyway, he better hope just be grateful, Diddy, that you're alive. Let's just put it that way, because no one has knocked you off your rocks. The stuff that you have done to those people, I am surprised no one has tried to knock you off your rocks. In Miami, don't be surprised if the feds is knocking at your door, girl, because like they said, it's more people that that's gonna be arrested. And I would not be surprised if it's her, because she got on her Revolt TV show running her mouth and didn't realize the stuff she was saying can be held against her. She can be considered accessory. So she better just go ahead and contact the feds and start talking, because she don't want the feds to just come after her. You don't want that, little mama. You've been bopping around with Diddy, right along with him, the pink powder and all. What they call that powder? I don't do it, so I don't know, but I know it's pink powder. You've been doing the sins too, right along with Diddy bopping. You out there to had your nose turned up at people while you out there, he buying you Chanel and everything, but you earned it in the worst way. So we can't feel sorry for you, because he made you work for that. None of that was free. You worked for that. You like to pretend that you didn't have to do what other people did. He let you live in your womanhood. What womanhood? Did he have you doing what he had Cassie doing, Kim Porter doing, all the rest of them? What about 50's baby mama? Diddy don't care about none of y'all. He took advantage of men, women, and the youth. There's a 17-year-old that's supposed to be have a case against him as well. So, Miami, you better start talking, girl. Start running them suckers, them dick suckers. Run them, girl. You better start. Because I'm sure he put that mouth to work. Miami, listen carefully. You do not want the feds coming to you. Get you an attorney and go ahead and go talk to them so you won't be locked up too. You're going to be diddy bopping in prison with a bunch of women. And you small like me. You may not survive. I'm just warning you. You're little. You may not survive that kind of life. I don't even want that for you, girl, but you better start talking. That's the best advice I can give her, y'all. What Byron said, I see something University Marie was saying. And Jim Bob Jones said, free R. Kelly. R. Kelly would never see the day of light. He would never be able to step out on these streets ever again. And that's what's going to happen to poor little Diddy Bob. Excuse me, he did the crime. He must do the time. Today, we discussed Donald Trump. We even tapped on Project 2025. We talked of the video. Y'all watched the video. Some about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, how she's ahead of him in the polls. She's passing him. And we have discussed Diddy, P. Diddy, and his crimes. And he's locked up. They ain't letting him out. Diddy Bot would not be getting out. I am Queen Lily. And I want to say thank you all for coming to my live. You are valued. You appreciate it. And you all are kings and queens. Y'all have a beautiful evening. God bless. And I love you all. Bye-bye.